So these are the most common beginner driver mistakes I see. If you're struggling, I guarantee this video will help you out. So number one is the ball is too far in the middle of your stance, right? With an iron, we want the ball in the middle of our stance so we can swing down on it, right? But if we're swinging down on it with our driver, it'll cause too much of a negative attack angle, which will lead to too much spin and a lower launch, which is not what we want, right? The ball will go shorter and it'll come out spinny, so we can't control it as much. So instead, what we're gonna wanna do is move it up in our swing, just like this, okay? I usually like to do my left heel and open up my left foot a bit. That way, we can end up swinging up on the ball and we can have a positive attack angle, right? Again, with our irons, we want our low point to be right after the ball, so we swing and hit the ball first and then have our low point after. But with our driver, we do not want that, right? We want our low point before the ball so that we can swing up on it and have a positive attack angle. Number two, another one that I see that is very, very common, especially with our driver, is leaning back when we hit the ball. So a normal golfer or amateur golfer, beginner golfer, whoever you are, would be going like this, shifting their weight here laterally, which is swaying, which is not what we want. So they shift and then they lean back to try and help the ball up, just like this, right? It's exactly what we don't want to see. Instead, what we want is, we do want to shift, just not laterally. So we want to shift to this foot, but we want to rotate. We want to load this hip. So we want to go back, shift into that side, transfer our weight to the left side, squish it, almost like you're squishing something underneath your left foot, make our hips equal, and then swing up, right? We want our head behind the ball, but we don't want our entire body behind the ball, okay? Another thing that I see that's very common, especially with your driver, is grip issues. People really try and grip it hard. They'll try and go with a nice strong grip, which looks like this, right? So try and really help the ball. If they're slicing it, it's very common for them to do a strong grip to try and negate the slice. That's exactly what you don't want to be doing. You'll have way less control of the club, especially if you're a beginner, right? So what I want you to do instead is set up like normal, right? You have that left side good. Set up with it in your fingers, just like this. Come across, create a V, point it to your right shoulder. Then you want to come across with your right hand, right? And then you have another V pointed towards your right shoulder. Both V's created are pointed towards your right shoulder. So now you're ready with a good grip. The next thing, you want to make sure your left hand is not too tight. When your left hand is too tight, it'll lead to you chicken winging on the downswing like this, because your left hand won't be able to release the club properly. If it's tight, you'll get stuck, but if it's loose, you'll be able to release and have a fluid downswing. So keep that left hand loose. The right hand can be tight. Your left hand is your directional, your right hand is your power. So make sure your left hand is loose so you're able to swing through the ball, okay? Now this leads to my next tip, which I know everybody's seen Rory McIlroy. When he swings, he has an amazing swing, but what he does differently than a lot of golfers is he swings all the way to the finish and he holds his finish where he is. A lot of golfers that I see, they'll stop on the ball and then they'll continue. It's almost a two-part swing. We don't want to do that. We want a fluid motion where we go back and we go through, hold the finish. What that will lead to is a good proper release of the right hand coming over instead of stopping with an open club face, which will lead to a push, maybe a slice. We want to be releasing instead, right? Be able to conserve that energy and get the maximum amount of force that we can in that ball and swing through the ball, almost like there's no ball there. What I find is a lot of people make a practice swing and have a perfect practice swing because guess what? The ball's not there. You want to make that exact same swing when the ball is there. Fluid and with a good amount of motion through the ball. Another tip that I can give that I see very often is people coming from in, out to in, like this. So when you come from out to in, the ball ends up having right spin on it, and you'll end up slicing it. So you don't want to be going like this and cutting across the ball. What you want to be doing instead is coming from in to out, okay? And a good feel that I can give you for this is to go from low to high instead of high to low. So it's almost the same concept. High to low would be you start high and you end up going low, right? Which would lead to out to in, which is a slice. You want to end up going from low to high, right? You want to go all the way out and up. So you want to be swinging up and out, right? Nice and high up. So again, instead of going from high to low, which is cutting across it, you want to be swinging from low, see, low here to high, all right? Going through full fluid swing and feel like you have that Rory McIlroy finish, right? You're nice and good here in the finish, making one solid fluid swing. So with those swing tips in mind, you put everything together. My left foot's in a good position, okay? I'm here, I'm gonna swing up on the ball, but I'm not gonna help it up like this. What I'm gonna do instead is shift my weight laterally and just swing up, okay? You don't have to help it up. You can just have a good equal stance. Your head can be behind the ball. You wanna be swinging from low to high. And that will also help you swing up on it. And you also don't wanna have that two-parted swing. Low to high, and just swing up on it, just like that. Hold that Rory McIlroy finish and make sure your grip is good, not too tight, as that could lead to a lot of inconsistencies and not enough release, which is usually a slice. So if we put all those things together in one, let's see what we can do if we put it all together. So again, grip's good, alignment's good. We're gonna swing low to high, and we're gonna have a good fluid swing here, almost emulating Rory McIlroy. Hold the finish, little club twirl for effect. Straightest ball you'll see all day. I guarantee these tips will help you. Shoot a comment down below if you guys have any more questions, and subscribe for more content just like this.